It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Washington football team and the Los Angeles Rams. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First and 10, it's Haskins. He's just going to dump this one up to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Him to the 42. Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now again, right side, Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Second and 15. Now Haskins to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. step, you go to them early and often.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Brings up fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
On first down, it's Gibson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. difficult attempt here from the 20. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Washington nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
To throw it anywhere, that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and a yard at the Rams' 40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Goff on 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And past the 40 before he's is out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, Hartman? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Watkins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a gain of 13, but it's third down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First down, Washington.
Again, it's Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Haskins back to the air. Throw left side complete. It's Watkins. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Haskins going to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And Washington has taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And it's up and good.
This is Washington 14, Rams 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. They're only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Second and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. The final shot before break here. Goff. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you have green on that play.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
They'll go again here with Akers.
He's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a first down throw. Gone.
doesn't help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Haskins going deep here for Watkins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Haskins. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Gibson. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Choked that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Operating from the gun. Haskins. It's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a look at the big man rumble. The 30, 20,
it's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
Rams with a score. Touchdown. Hey, that right there, that's how you flip the script. The field goal would have made this a 2-score game. Instead, the extra point now would tie us up.
And you know what you have to guard against? Pointing fingers at each other now. Instead of being in control in this game, now you've got a battle on your hands. It's almost like having to start over.
And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Watkins the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
Throwing again. Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
That third down conversion good for 23.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, it's Gibson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Washington on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now it's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His second touchdown of the night.
And Washington has taken the lead.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes this Washington 21. Rams 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Well, a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. They're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Over the middle, complete to Tate. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Gone. Open noise, Duvernay. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Gone. Quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano for the extra point. No sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So we recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Throwing on second and long. Haskins.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
Oh, Nelson's face wobbling. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
And the Washington first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Haskins. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Haskins. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. With a return of just 2. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Los Angeles, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.